recording right now. All right. So regarding the chapter test, grades are on the gradebook already. And I plan to send your results in it's an Excel format. So I'm gonna send that to you today. And I am going to put the answer key on each of your chapter 3A, 3B tabs so you can see the answer key and you can compare with your results, okay? Good? Any questions about that? All right, so let's start today. I am really glad that everybody is here and I hope that you continue to come to all the Zoom meetings that are remaining because they're gonna be really important for new content. We only have 5.5 weeks left. So we need to take advantage of at least the opportunity of once a week to meet so you can practice, so you can ask me questions. So please, even if it's optional, please come, and it's really encouraged you to come, that you come. The reason why we call it optional, all the teachers, we are required to call it optional, because not everybody is able to log in at the same time, or they have some bad internet connection. So that's why we can't require it. But that doesn't mean that what we do in the call is going to be required as classwork. It doesn't mean that this is the only opportunity for you to ask questions. So the word optional is there, but it is strongly encouraged, and what we do in the Zoom call is required, okay? So you might as well just connect to the call, because then you don't have to watch it later and do the stuff later, okay? All right, so let's start today with a new content. We have a new verb tense today to learn. And so I am going to share, I'm going to share here the screen. All right, so if you go to, give me 1 second, I'm going to do it. Share computer sound. Okay, now it's good. All right, so if you look at the lesson plans for today, there's 2 things that are going to happen Friday. One is our quiz. So let me grab my stylus here. So the quiz will happen on Friday. And these are the words. It's our first quiz for chapter 4A. These are the words. And then also on Friday, we have a handout that is going to be about the verb tense that we are going to practice today. And so it is in your Tarea tab, due Friday. Okay, any questions so far? All right. So everybody, abre tu capítulo 4A tab. And I want to show you that I have the answer key to the work that we did last class. So if you want to check your answer key, is right there. And then everybody go to texto página 194. Texto página 194 under your name. And for this one, we're just going to read what it talks about. And I want you to, if you scroll to the right-hand side, there is a tutorial that you can click on your own time and learn more, practice more about the imperfect. Okay. I'm going to start with Paul. Paul, can you please read what it says another way?
You want me to read?
Yes, please.
Okay. Another way to talk about the past is with the imperfect tense. Use the imperfect tense to talk about the actions that happened repeatedly in the past.
Okay, so give me 1 second there. Let's stop for a bit. So this says it's another way of talking about the past. What is the first way that we learn? What is the tense that we learn that talks about the past? What's the name? Caroline, do you remember?
Preterite.
We know the preterite. Today we're gonna learn the imperfect, which is, like it says there, another way to talk about the past. In English, you will see that we also have these two ways. We also have these two ways. They are actually called the preterite and the perfect. So, Paul, you were reading, can you read the example there? Rafael.
So it's Rafael Patinaba y Monica Correa.
Yes.
Rafael used to
Rafael,
skate.
go ahead, sorry.
And
Continue,
then
continue.
Rafael used to skate and Monica used to run.
Used to skate, used to run. So I'm gonna put next to there the preterite. So in the preterite, in this sentence, if we use the preterite, we would say, Rafael, the verb is patinar, patinar. So the preterite with patinar is Rafael patinó. Y Mónica, so what's the preterite for correr? Mo, do you remember the preterite for correr?
Oh. I forgot.
Corrió.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So the translation is actually, where do I put it? I'm gonna put it underneath here. Skated and run versus used to run and used to skate. Who can tell me what is the difference? What do you think the difference is between skated and used to skate? Ran and used to run? Caroline, can you think you can come up with an explanation?
Yeah. With the imperfect tense, it's talking about something that was done in the past, but it doesn't necessarily end. So like Rafael used to skate, you don't know if he's like still skating. Like it's just that. Versus in the preterite, it's like a perfect cutoff. Like it's like she ran, like he skated, like it's done.
It's done. Good job. I'm gonna add to that when you say skated, it happened one time in the past. Skated. We could add, yesterday Rafael skated. If you say used to skate, it is something that, as Caroline said, we don't know if it's ended. We can think that maybe he's still doing it. And also, it's something that you can relate to things that happened in the past more than one time. Things that are common in the past. Let's say Rafael had a class every Tuesday in April. So April is the past, but this happened not only one time, this happened every Tuesday during April. So that is something that used to happen every Tuesday on April. Does that make sense? Versus Rafael skated yesterday. Yeah, it's in the past, but it's not saying that happened more than once. It says that it happens one time. And that's it. It's over. How are you doing so far? Do you have any questions so far, guys? Okay, so I'm going to stop this reading. I'm going to remind you that you have a tutorial on the right-hand side that you can watch later. And I want you to go ahead and look at a page that you have on the chapter 4A. And it says there's 2 pages that have a PowerPoint. The first one is wrong. So I don't want you to click on that one. I actually, if you can, I want you to delete that one. The one that I want you to keep and work with is the one that says the right one. Are you with me? So do you see under your tab 4A, 2 imperfect tense PowerPoints? I want you to keep the one that says the right one. The other one, you can actually delete it. Are you with me? Mo, do you know what we're doing? Did you hear what I was saying?
What you said?
Go to your 4A tab
Yeah, I'm in it.
and find the imperfect tense PowerPoint, the one that says the right one. I want you to keep that one and to delete the other one. Shuban, do you know what we're doing? Shuban. Thank you, Shuban. So your mic is not working? It is working, right, Shuban? Ooh, I think it's not working. So your mic also stopped working. Huh, okay. That's too bad. I hope that you can fix it because it's important for our calls. All right, so let's go ahead and open, and you don't have to open yours. I just need you to, what's this? I just need you to, I'm gonna show you the PowerPoint here. Okay, so I need you to watch at my screen right now. You don't need to open your screen yet. You can do it later, yeah? Okay, so, ¿qué hacías de niño para sentirte bien? That's a question, and it's using the imperfect tense. Sam, do you remember about the imperfect tense? What do you think the verb in this question is? ¿Qué hacían de niño para sentirte bien? What's the imperfect, you think? The verb hacías is the verb that is in the imperfect. And it means, what did you used to do when you were a child in order to feel better? Okay? All right, so let's open our first slide here. Imperfecto, verb tense. So, like we said before, past tenses in Spanish, we have 2, same as in English. The first one is the preterite. Like I said, like we talked about also, it's to talk about one-time event, a thing that happened once. Now, we also have the imperfecto, or imperfect, and we use it to talk about what used to happen. So, in other words, it happened more than once in the past. All right. Any questions so far? Use this time to ask questions. All right, let's continue. An example could be, mi hermana y yo jugábamos juntos mucho. So, juntos mucho means together a lot. Leila, look at the example and tell me, what do you think the verb is? Read the verb in Spanish, the one that you think is the verb in Spanish. Leila, are you there? Jordan, can you answer that for me, please?
I'm here.
Thank you. So, what do you think the verb in this sentence is? Mi hermana y yo jugábamos juntos mucho.
Jugamos to play.
Yes, this is the verb. And it comes from, did you say it, Jordan? What verb did you say?
Jugar, to play.
Jugar is right. It comes from jugar. So, Caroline, remember we said that this is something that used to happen in the past. Do you think you can translate this sentence? My sister and I.
My sister and I used to play, I don't know what juntos means, but a lot of,
together a lot. Yes.
oh, together a lot. Okay.
Used to play. There you go. My sister and I used to play together a lot. Very nice. Yo leía, sorry, it's yo no leía muchos libros, pero ahora sí. Pero ahora sí means, but I do now. Or now I do. Okay, Spencer, how are you? Are you there? Spencer, you there? Spencer, can you hear me? Are you there, Spencer? Hello. Can you say hi, Spencer? I think your mic is not working. Okay, I'm going to ask Indy. So what do you think yo no leía muchos libros mean?
I don't read many books.
Say it louder, please.
Or I didn't read, or wait, I didn't read many books.
You know, can you speak louder? I can't hear you really well.
I didn't used to read many books.
Yes, I didn't used to read a lot of books. That's correct. And then pero ahora sí means but I do now. So let's see. I didn't used to read many books, but now I do. Good job. Okay, let's go ahead and see how do we do for conjugating this thing. So regular verbs. AR, the yo form es aba, nosotros es ábamos, tú es abas, vosotros es abais, él, ella, usted es aba, ellos es aban. So let's try and conjugate these verbs in the imperfect. So we have coleccionar. The verb coleccionar is in our vocab list for this chapter, to collect. So looking at the endings, I am going to ask Mo. Are you there, Mo? Are you listening?
Yes.
Thank you. So what do you think coleccionar is for the yo in the imperfect? And take a look at the ending for the yo.
Coleccionaba.
Yes, yo coleccionaba is correct. How about in before the to form?
Coleccionaba.
Yes, you got it. Tú coleccionabas. Paul, how about the él, ella, or usted form?
It's él, ella, usted, coleccionaba.
Yes, so it's the same as the yo form. Same. So it is highly encouraged that you actually use él or yo, because if you don't do it, it gets confusing. You don't know who you're talking about. All right, let's continue with another verb from the verb list for this chapter. Pelearse. This verb in your chapter, you'll see that it means to fight with someone, to fight. Now, take a look at the SE. It's a reflexive. So we need me, te, se, nos. So Caroline, what do you think I use to fight in the imperfect form? Do it for the yo form.
Peleaba.
Yes, but it is reflexive. So it's required to put something before.
Me peleaba.
Yes, yo me peleaba. Don't forget the pronouns when you have a reflexive verb. If you don't use them, it's not correct. It's required for the conjugation. So then, let's see here. I'm gonna give Spencer, you need to type, I think, the L form. So I'm gonna give you the L form of pelearse. Please type it and remember your pronoun. Sam, what's the to form? Oh, can you unmute your mic?
Tú te peleabas.
Tú te peleabas. Good job putting the pronoun. Yes, tú te peleabas is correct. Spencer, were you able to type? Él se peleaba is correct. There you have it. Nice job, Spencer. So, not forgetting the pronoun, we say él se peleaba. Bien. Let's look for the IR conjugation here. IR or ER. They both have the same endings. So it's going to go ia and íamos. So the yo form is ia. The nosotros is íamos. Tú is iais. Iais is for the vosotros. Él, ella, usted, ia. Same as the yo again. And ellos, ellas is ian. So let's conjugate for the yo, tú, él, and ella for these verbs. Verb from our chapter, ofrecer. It's in our vocab list and it means to offer. So, Shuban, I am going to give you, are you there, Shuban? Can you hear me? Yeah, thank you. I'm going to give you the to form for ofrecer. Can you type that in your chat? To form for ofrecer. Leila, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Last time you were not paying attention, so you didn't answer my question. Thank you for being there now. So, what is the new form of ofrecer, you think? So the ending, you have it up there, or it's ia. So if you drop the i, yes, yo ofrecía is correct. Now I'm gonna look for Shuban's answer. Almost. The te, Shuban, is the pronoun, the reflexive pronoun. What is the word that you need to put there? Tú ofrecías, yes. And, chan, 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 this is really important. You have to add an accent. So look how each of the I's, all of the I's, and the ER, IR verb, imperfect, have an accent. All of them, no matter what, will have an accent on the I for the imperfect. Okay, so Caroline, what do you think the L form is?
For which, for ofrecer. Ofrecía.
Ofrecía, yes. And again, because the yo and the el, ella, usted form are the same, always include the person so we don't get confused. Yes? Okay, so now we have another verb from the vocab list, and it is also reflexive. It's an IR verb, but it's reflexive. It means to laugh. It's in our vocab list. So Jordan, what do you think the yo form? Remember, it's reflexive, so you need the reflexive pronoun. Yo form of reírse imperfect.
Would it be reía?
But the pronoun?
Me reía?
Yes. Yo me reía. Good job. Sam, to form.
Would be tu te reías.
Yes, excelente. And so tú te reías, there you go. And then Caroline, the él, ella, usted form.
Reya.
And the pronoun?
El Reya.
What's the pronoun for the reflexive? For él. Pronoun.
Hello.
The reflexive pronoun. Look, the yo form has me, the tú form has te. What's the él form?
Isn't it say?
Se. So what's the conjugation again then?
El se Reya.
Yes. Remember, everybody, don't forget the pronoun. If you don't include it, it's not the right conjugation. It is required for the conjugation to put the pronoun on the reflexive pronouns. Yes? On the reflexive verbs. Questions so far? Okay, so now we're going to talk about irregulars, and it is very good news. Buenas noticias means good news. Why? First of all, because when you have stem changers in the present tense, in the imperfect, they don't stem change. No I. There are no stem changers in the imperfect. No stem changers in imperfect. Yay! And now the irregulars. In the present, you remember how many irregulars we have? We have a list of, I don't know, 40 maybe. I don't know how many. We have the cucaracha verbs, we have the cargarzar verbs, we have the changing verbs. In the imperfect, we only have 3 irregulars. That is really good news, don't you think? Only 3. So no hay muchos means there are not much. There are not much. There are not much of irregulars in the imperfect. And here we go. Only 3. It's ir, to go. It's ser, to be, and ver, to see. So here we go with the conjugations. For the yo form, yo iba, yo era, yo veía. Note that only ver has the accent. Then for the tú form, tú ibas, tú eras, tú veías, and again, accent only on the verb in the I. Él, ella, usted, él iba, él era, él veía. Again, only the verb has the accent. Íbamos es for nosotros. So, nosotros íbamos, nosotros éramos, nosotros veíamos. Again, accent over that I. For the ellos form, ellos, ellas, ustedes, ellos iban, ellos eran, ellos veían. Again, your accent goes there. And I don't have the vosotros, I'm going to put it here. Vosotros ibais, erais, and veíais. Again, only accent over the I in the verb. Any questions so far? Okay, so now let's go ahead and practice. And for that, I need you to actually discard there. And so I want you to actually, if you are in the full screen mode, I want you to please exit the full screen mode and open your own OneNote on the page that's called Práctica con el imperfecto. So while I am writing, you are taking notes on your own page. You know what we're doing? Sí o no? All right, thank you. So in this handout, you have what we have been talking about right there. You can read it later if you want. Now, let's fill in the blanks here. The first one says, write the infinitive form of each verb conjugate. The first one is done for you. So, jugaba is an imperfect. What is the infinitive? Jugar. All the others are also verbs from the chapter. So, what's molestaba? What will be the infinitive? Leila, number 2, what's the infinitive, you think? Molestar, good job. This verb doesn't mean what the similar verb in English. This verb means to bother, just to bother. Yeah? Okay, so coleccionaban. I'm gonna give it to Caroline. And Shuban, be ready for number 4 so you can type. Spencer, be ready for number 5 so you can type. So, did I say Caroline, right?
Sí.
Yeah.
Colección.
Coleccionar is the right one. Shuban, did you type already? Spencer, did you type? All right, I have one chat open here. And it's Spencer. Yeah, it's ofrecer. Yes, it's an ER, not an IR. Good job. Ofrecer. Shuban. Mira, it's not obedecer. It's obedecer. Obedecer. Thank you. Número 6 para, vamos a ver, Sam. What do you think, Sam? Number 6, what's the infinitive? Sam, are you there?
Permitir.
Permitir, bien. Mo, number 7, corríamos. What's the infinitive? So you have your ending here, right? Íamos.
Yeah.
So drop that ending and put the ending for the infinitive, you think.
Correr.
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 It's the infinitive. That's the verb that is not conjugated. Bien. 8 para Jordan. So your ending is íamos. What do you think the infinitive is?
Vivar.
Vivir. IR. Íamos, right? The ending is for íamos. You see here?
Yeah.
Yeah, muy bien. Excelente. Thank you. All right. So now what we need to do is we need to just add the ending. We have the stem and we need to add the ending. So I'm going to give number 3 for Spencer. And this one, Spencer, I'm going to write down what the infinitive is. This one means to give. Yeah? To give. So Spencer, please write down on the chat number 3, and then number 4 is for Shuban. And your verb is, well, it doesn't, yeah, let me write the verb. Portarse. And you have the reflexive verb there, the reflexive pronoun there. So it's an AR. See, Shuban? Portarse is to behave from our chapter vocab. To behave. Okay. So 3 is for Spencer. 4 is for Shuban. Let me go for number 1, Jordan.
Would it be it's okay, molestaba?
Yes, molestaba, correct. Número 2 es para Sam.
Regalaba.
Regalaba, and it's more than one, mis tíos. So what do you add?
Aban.
Yes, regalaban. Shuan, you wrote really nicely, and I'm waiting for Spencer, right? There you go, Spencer, here you are. So, Pedro le daba, yes, because it's an AR, and it's for Pedro, so daba. Y Shuan wrote really well, portaba, aba. And number 5, I'm going to give it to Caroline. You there, Caroline?
Yeah, I'm here.
So it's jugar, right? And it's
Jugábamos.
yes, jugábamos. And the AR verbs in the nosotros form have an accent. Yes? All right, so how are you doing? First time doing this, so we definitely need more practice, and we will have more practice. But so far, what questions do you have? Okay, so let's look at what the homework is. Everybody open your homework tab. And did I distribute that? I didn't. I just realized that I did not distribute that. So I'm going to do it right now. Copy here, and I'm going to copy to this guy. And then I'm going to distribute to your Tarea tab. And while it's distributing, I want to talk about how do you work with it. So the first one, you just add the ending for ER and IR, right? Endings for the ER and IR. Letter D can be a little bit more complicated. Look at the model. In the model, you have Mario, that's the person, and you have the infinitive saltar in the parenthesis. So then you convert into, or you conjugate into the imperfect for Mario, which is saltaba. Do you understand how 1 through 4 work? So you will have coleccionar and pelearse, coleccionar, pelearse, jugar, leer. Those are your verbs, and then your person is provided there. So do you know how to go with it? Do you know how to complete this? Fill in the blanks. Any questions for this part of the homework? No, you're good? Okay, excelente. So let's recapitulate. Let's summarize. And if you look at your daily lesson plans for today, quiz on Friday, and homework for Friday. How are you doing? Do you have any questions? No? Are you good?
Yes.
I'm really glad that you're here. I really want to see you every Zoom call that we have remaining of the year, so you can actually learn and practice and ask questions, okay? All right, so I think that's it. Anybody has anything to say? How are you doing? Are you staying healthy? Yes? Awesome. All right, guys. So I think that is it for today. If you have questions, you send me an email and I'll try to respond as fast as I can. And I want to say adios, chicos.
Gracias, señor B.
Gracias, Jordan.
Gracias, Jordan.
Gracias. Bye.